In this video we'll see how to implement a search endpoint and make use of Finder methods. So with that being said, let's open up our app user controller and add a new function to it. This time it will be called search. As an argument, we'll use the search request. Which we've previously introduced to our application. This will be a post endpoint, which will be handled by /user/search request. The return type will be of type list app user, because I would like this one to be pretty universal and handled on the service layer. And as I mentioned, app user service search and provide with search request, just like we did previously. Let's navigate to the search with our pointer, alt plus enter, create a member function. As I've mentioned, I would like to show you how to work with Finder methods in repositories. This is a functionality which allows us to introduce a custom named methods/functions to our repositories, and then these functions names will be translated to valid query. I would like to do one more adjustment to our search request. Unfortunately, for now, the Finder methods for like query is not supported in MongoDB, so we'll go with equals, and to do so I would like to change logic a bit. So we'll have the name and we'll have the email also as string null, and our functionalities should decide by which property we should search based on the non-nullability. So right here I'll introduce a when, and now, right here, search request name is not null. Then I would like to go with search by name and provide the search request name to this function. Create function, I will show you in the next video this one. So right here we'll simply return the empty list. Let's click right here, plus the name email. When the value is not null, search by email. And this time I would like to provide it with the email. Again, create function, search by email, and we'll implement it in a moment. Else, because we have to make it exhaustive, empty list. This logic will be pretty straightforward. If the user of our API requests with not null name, we'll search by name. If he will provide the email, we'll search with the email. So let's learn a bit more about the Finder methods. So let's open up our app user repository and add the necessary function. As I mentioned, the Finder methods are functions/methods which names are translated to a valid query. I'll provide you with a link to the documentation where you will be able to learn a bit more about that, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we'll simply see how to create an example function which will find by equal user email. To do so, let's go with find by email equals, and email should be provided as the argument. What we can do here is go with either list of app user or actually provide a nullable type. As I mentioned, I would like this endpoint to be pretty universal and easy extendable, so each time we'll use the list of the users. With that being said, let's get back to the app user service and let's simply add the equal sign, repository, find by email equals, and provide the particular email. Let's make sure that everything is as expected. Shift plus F10, stop and rerun, and we can open up Postman just like after our application is started. Let's go to Postman. Right here, I'll go to the post request because it will be easy to change that. Post /user/search. I would like to go for the first thing. Let's go with an empty body. Hit send. We should get the empty list. As I mentioned, if both values are null, we should see an empty body. Before we test the functionality, let's maybe add a couple of more users. So let's add 5, email 5, email 6, 7. So this time when I go to Compass, hit refresh, we can see that a couple of users are presented with different emails, of course, and we can get back to our search endpoint, provide some email, and copy some value. For example, this one, this is the last value I have used here. Hit enter, we can see that the user is successfully returned. When I go with 5 as well, when I go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, some random value, we got the empty array, which validates our endpoint is working as expected. In the next video, I'll show you how to implement a like functionality, which is closer to a standard search.